Throwback uniforms have been making a huge resurgence in the NFL. Thanks to the one helmet rule being removed, teams have been adding more of a variety to their wardrobe, and fans get to see some of their favorite threads on game day. But what about the uniforms that get passed up? What about uniforms fans are less familiar with? What about those uniforms that are waiting for a reintroduction to NFL fans? Welcome back to 25 Days of Rankmas. This is a series where I'm going to be ranking things for 25 straight days in the month of December. And today, we've got my top 10 throwback uniforms that I'd like to see make a return. I'm a big uniform guy, as you guys know, if you're a consistent watcher. If you're new, first of all, thanks for stopping by. Secondly, I love uniforms, and I love throwback uniforms. So there are a select few throwback uniforms that teams have not worn, debuted, or re-debuted, I should say, in a long time. And I want to take a look at a few of these that would be solid contenders for an alternate uniform for some of these teams. Before we jump in, though, I already touched on it a little bit, but I want to thank everybody for stopping by for another video. And if you're new, first of all, welcome to the channel. I'm Carson. I make a lot of sports content. I feel like you should go check it out because I think you'll like it. But now that that's out of the way, let's get into my top 10 throwbacks that I want to see return. Starting off at number 10, we have the Arizona Cardinals and their state flag throwbacks. They wore these uniforms from 1996 to 2004, and it's a simple one. There's not much going on, but it would be cool to bring back one of their most unique elements of their uniform history. With their current uniforms kind of taking a traditional style with more of like these sleeve patterns, they are basically a step away from having their old uniforms, but a little bit more modernized. Maybe bring back the throwbacks, make it an alternate, throw the flag back on the sleeve for those, old decal. If their uniforms are taking inspiration from the past already, why not show them? I can actually see it happening. I really can. I would not be surprised if this happened within the next few years. At number 9, we have the 49ers drop shadow uniform from 1996 to 2008. The 49ers already have an alternate where they have a drop shadow number, but they also have another style similar to that, which they wore late 90s to late 2000s. I think that the gold outline on the numbers looks good with the shadow behind it, and immediately I think of Alex Smith or Frank Gore when I see these uniforms, but it would be cool to see their current team wearing these. At number 8, the Steelers yellow helmets. The Steelers are a team with both good and bad throwback uniform. The ones that they have right now, really good. But then you take a look at the Bumblebees and the City Crests or the 75th anniversary, the anniversaries of the world, not so much. So I wouldn't mind seeing these back. I know that they've done them before. They haven't brought them back out in a while. I think it would be a nice little switch up from their, they have a black helmet always, a little bit of a switch up. And for some reason, I think it would look pretty good. They haven't worn it in a while. I want to see it in real time. I've never seen them wear it before. And I think there are some players that could honestly rock the yellow helmet really well. And a lot of the modern gear would probably look better with that compared to a previous era where they did wear them. At number 7, the Bills red helmet throwbacks. They wore these from 1984 to 2001. And Bills Mafia, I know you're with me on this one. The red helmet in Buffalo was a beautiful thing. And Josh Allen keeps on blue balling us in the offseason, acting like they're going to bring it back. Just do it. It's not even really about the uniform. It's just about how good that helmet looks. Just let it rip, Buffalo. At number 6, we have the Chargers all navies. So they wore an all navy alternate in 2003. But really, this is just another helmet focused entry. The Chargers already have an all navy uniform that they wear right now, but they only wear it with a white helmet. All I want them to do is bring matching lids with it. And that's the exact same thing as these 2003 Navy alternates. I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but I just want them to complete the look. And if they need to bring a throwback back into the rotation, then so be it. At number 5, we have the Falcons red and gray uniforms that they wore from 1979 to 1989. Atlanta's already made a step in the right direction when it comes to these uniforms because they brought back the red helmets. Now it's just time to finish the puzzle. Bringing back these gorgeous, vibrant red jerseys with the gray pants, it's significantly different from what they're wearing right now. And currently, they don't have an alternate jersey that is red. So, pull the trigger, Atlanta. At number 4, I have the Oilers silver helmets that they wore from 1966 to 1971. The Oilers throwbacks are already some of the greatest of all time, arguably the greatest. But did you know that they used to wear silver helmets? I personally think it's a really cool look that I think should make a cameo appearance in the coming years. It doesn't have to be a permanent alternate. I'm not saying that it's better than the Oilers one they have right now, but I do think it's a pretty interesting look. It's another layer to add to the red and the baby blue just to mix into that color scheme. And since gray is already a part of the Titans' main look, it's light blue, navy blue, and gray, and some white. Why don't you just throw these in there? You've already got gray. A sprinkle of gray in there. Why not bring them out? At number 3, we have the Commanders yellow helmets. The Commanders, formerly known as the Redskins at the time, wore a yellow helmet in 1970 to 1971. Imagine how good that these would look today. Obviously, there's a problem though. Washington is no longer the Redskins. So instead of an R, replace it with a W. I did see this on Instagram, and it's been stuck in my head since. If I could find the post, I'll put it in here. But if not, it wasn't really my idea. So, but it is an idea that I agree with. But you got the jerseys, you've got the yellow pants. This could look really good. At number 2, we have the Eagles white helmets from 1970, 1973. The Eagles probably have the best collection of throwback jerseys, but this one hasn't gotten as much love as I think it should. These could be really great away throwbacks. I'm talking about the all-white uniforms. It's a monochromatic look, but with all of the green focused on accenting, I think it would look cool. It would look clean, of course, and I love the look of the green wings on the white shell. But there is a problem with the Kelly Greens. The Kelly Greens probably aren't going to be removed from the rotation. But let's say that we're in a world where they do. These should be in contention to replace it because it's unique. Haven't seen it in a long, long time. And I think that fans like me would like it. And at the number 1 spot, we have the Patriots Elvis head jerseys that they wore from 1995 to 1999. Similar to the Eagles, the Patriots already have a great set of throwbacks in their rotation right now. But the more and more I look at these Elvis head jerseys, the more and more I like them. Patriots uniforms right now, they're all kind of adhering to the same base design. They've got the vertical stripes on the shoulders. They're all very traditional. These are way different. It would throw a wrench in all of that, but in a good way. These uniforms, they're so 90s, but I really like it. And if the Patriots decide to let the Patriot throwbacks rest for a little bit, the Elvis heads should be next up. So those were my top 10 throwback uniforms that I would like to see return. Let me know what uniform you want to see return down in the comments below. But that's all I've got for you guys in today's video. So until the next one, see you later.